What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Daily Zest. Happy Monday! Hope you guys had a great weekend. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I see we have a lot of people here. Let's get to smashing those likes. Let's subscribe. Let's comment in the chat. And most importantly, share the stream out with friends so more people know what's going on with the banks, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Twitter has a new CEO. There was an Ethereum glitch over the weekend. We must discuss it. Thank you guys again for coming. And thank you to our lovely sponsor. Oh, poop. There we go. Market Cipher. Make sure you guys check out Market Cipher. Link in the live chat and in the description. Use code missteencrypto or code Zesty for 20% off. And this is the best discount code. This is the best link you can press. Check it out. Again, friends, welcome to the stream. Hope you all had a great weekend. I want to say hi to my fellow friends. Chris over there on TikTok. Jose, what's up? Oh my gosh, Papacito giving me 14 roses. There's over 100 people over here on TikTok. What happened? This was an explosion of love. Make sure to get you guys again, smash these likes, give me a follow, share the stream out with friends. We're going to get going over here. Head over to youtube.com/missteencrypto, please. We got Retro Mike in the chat talking about Elon. Oh! Speaking of the devil.
Geek of all trades, get back to work.
Oh, is Geek of All Trades here? Hi, Mike. It was nice seeing you guys last night. Last night, I actually did peep a live stream with Retro Mike, Network Bits, a.k.a. Joe. There was, again, Geek of All Trades. There were, like, a few good, really cool people here. I see Automatic Beats is in the chat as well. He was there yesterday in the chat. Dad Bob Boone is here. Randy, BBB. Ozzy. What's up, Ozzy? Hope you're doing well, my friend. I know we were talking in the telegrams. We got Matthew as well as Zesty Twitter member. Brian said he was going to go for the red dress for Monday. The one day. No, I wore a red dress twice last week, I think. I don't know. I just got really spicy. I love red. I really do. I enjoy red. Kenio, good morning to you, my friend. Hope you and the family had a good weekend. Sophisticated, hope you're doing well. Fizz Pop 81, thank you for the roses. Good morning to you. TJ, I won't forget about you guys. Head over to YouTube. It'll be better over there. Roland is here as well. Who else? We got Colin McKenzie. Retro Mike, I said hello to, and that zesty $2 super chat. Thank you again. Emma is here. Let me see. Crypto Outcast, Mr. Strap, what's up? Good morning to you. Alexandra G, hello. Max is here. He said this is your last day off of work. Well, I hope you're enjoying it, and thank you for spending that time with me. I appreciate it. No G, what's up with the hype? Always hype. No, always. GM Brokoshi with the hype as well. Geek of All Trades is in the chat. I see him now. Dave Digital, what's up? Bad Boy Manu. I think we have Binu in the chat as well. Whoa, we got some good friends. Good friends. Oh no, come on. No. No. Okay. Let me see what's going on in the chat from another device. All right. All right. I see some people. We're going to go actually talk about the charts instead, since I can't do anything else, since you guys can't see me. We got YouTube channel as well in the chat. Lord Michael McDade, what's up? Nice to see you. All right, we're going to get going. Ozzy was like the gremlins. Yes, fully, dude, fully gremlin hour. I thought I took care of this already, my friends. I thought I took care of this already, but apparently not. All right, there we go. You guys could see me now. Perfect. I just don't have the bottom of my screen, but that's okay. We got Timmy in the chat. What's up, Paul Christopher? YouTube channel, John Germain. All right, we got some awesome people in chat. Thank you guys again for coming. We're gonna get into the nitty gritties here. Leroy, what's up? Stecco, what's up? Yes, you guys do see me. All right, that's all that matters. We're gonna get into the show. I'm excited to talk about everything today. Hi, Aaron. All right. Let's get into it. We have Bitcoin. Oh, Ken's Log is here as well. Hi, Ken's Log. Guys, we are rising up in likes. We are rising up in all of these beautiful things. Again, make sure you smash these likes. Make sure you share the stream out with friends. We have a goal of 100 likes and 100 live viewers. I forgot to shout that out, our beautiful goal that we always have. Let's make sure we achieve it, okay? Throw the zest out here for the glitch. Ethereum's glitching. My computer's trying to rug me. What else is new? All right, let's get after it. We got Bitcoin. I want to ask your opinion, guys. Do you think the chart looks better like this? Or when do you guys like seeing the percentages on the side? Let me know. Because usually I have it like this, where you have the percentages, we have our little Bitcoin chart, we have market Cipher. Let me know which one is better, this or complete full screen. Let me know. So we'll keep it like this for the moment being. We have $27,443 Bitcoin. We are actually doing pretty okay today. If you guys haven't seen, the market is not too crazy in the green. I mean, we are up almost 2%. So we're having a little bit of a run this morning. We needed a little bit of a pump. We saw a red weekend, my friends, a red weekend. Let me see. Without the percentages, looks better. Full screen looks more clear. Okay, Leroy, I'm listening to you. All right. Again, $27,442 Bitcoin. I saw we started to rise up before we went live. I was very excited. I was like, woo, this is actually great. And we needed some green because all we have been seeing is red. Now, we do have a little bit of green money flow in terms of market Cipher. We actually had a little bit of a dip, almost just barely touching that zero line right there. Let me get rid of that. Almost touched that zero line and went under, but the VWAP is popping through, which makes sense that we're going up because the VWAP, this little yellow wave, whenever it pops through the zero line, it is quite a zesty occurrence. We do usually see a little bit of a pump, and then we have some momentum building up here as well, according to Market Cipher. Now, how do I get my pen if I'm doing that? I don't think I could write. Now, we do have a little bit of a range that we have been dealing with, my friends, since the start. We have been dealing with $27,109 Bitcoin, and then our height over here was 28,418. We were sideways trading there pretty much March 16th all the way until April 10th. We broke above, hit around 31K almost. Not quite there, but almost. And then we fell back below, bounced back up, and then we fell back below the bottom of our range over the weekend. And we had a wick low of $25,857. This is something that a lot of people were actually looking for. $25,800 was supposed to be a significant level. And I hear you guys. I hear you. I do hear you. Now, it seems that we just barely touched it, and we closed out the day at about $26,814. Not much price action on the 13th. Then yesterday, we had a little bit of green, and today we're actually popping above the bottom of our range. Hopefully, we could stay midway at least, because we knew there was a little bit of resistance at 27,800. It was just right in the middle of this range. We were sideways trading between for a while, and it seemed like we revisited that level, and we might revisit that today. We'll see. If you guys are feeling bullish on Bitcoin, drop a 1 in the chat. Let me know if you think we're going to continue to have a green day. And drop a 2 if you think we're going to have a red day. Now, we did close out the week. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Market Cipher is telling us that there's actually some red money flow here on the weekly. There was only a tatty of green money flow, according to Market Cipher, between the 10th of April and the 1st of May, but only a little bit. The VWAP is below the zero line, not looking to confidently pop back above as of right now. Again, red money flow momentum over here. We're printing red dots above, which isn't a great sign. And then we're starting off in the green for the week, so that's good. Last week, we had such a red week. We started off at the top of our range, just crashed right below, and again, had that low of the week at 25,822. We opened the week here at 26,900 about, and we are doing pretty okay. Hopefully, we could have a green week. Hopefully, we could end the week at the top of our range or above it. That's what I'm feeling, friends. I want bullishness. I am always bullish. So, you know what? Always have your bullish and bearish case scenario. But again, we just did close out the week in the red yesterday. Bitcoin, I'm hoping that we'll see a little bit of movement here. I see someone tag me in the chat. Oh, you said full screen, Matt. I got you. Don't worry. We have, again, make sure you guys smash these likes, share the stream out with friends. All right. We're going to talk about Ethereum as well. Ethereum is doing okay as well. So Bitcoin just went over 2% in the green today, so that's good. Ethereum just touched 2% for the day. So we're having a little bit of a pump stream, guys, a little bit of a pump stream. So we're actually in the green in terms of daily money flow, according to market Cipher. I was hoping here that this wasn't well, it kind of did play out where this was an anchor wave, a trigger wave, then momentum went over to the other side as Arrow was hoping we would. And then we were building up even more momentum here on this side. We're printing a green dot, which a lot of people see as a bullish sign as well. But we're going to have to see what happens here. We do have the VWAP again popping confidently above the zero line, this little yellow wave. So that's always good as well. We have a lot of green money flow coming in because people are still investing in meme coins, guys. And if they're on ETH, obviously you got to use Ether for that and you got to trade it. So this is where some momentum is coming from. We've been waiting for this momentum to play out over the weekend. We saw that we had like a little range here from $1,700 to $1,814 around this 1814 number. We just dipped below. We were treading right below it around 1790 for a few days. And now today we are popping back above. And hopefully we're currently around our height for the day. Again, $1,838 Ethereum right now. Hopefully we stay in the green for the day. That is what I'm hoping. That would be absolutely beautiful. We could take a look at the weekly since we just closed out the week here with Ethereum as well, and obviously for everything. But we do have Ethereum here on the weekly showing a decrease, my friends, in money flow. We're seeing it headed towards the zero line. That is a little skr. That's a little scary. Let's hope we can rebound here with that money flow and the VWAP could go boo right above the zero line. We are printing red dots here on the weekly. Was that the same for Bitcoin as well? We were printing red dots on the weekly. Yes, we did. Okay. All right, guys. That's interesting. We are starting the week off in the green. Again, this is just the start of the week. Mondays are usually not good days for trading. From the mass consensus I get from other traders as well, is that this isn't like the greatest day for trading. This is usually a sideways trading day. It's a little bit cuckoo. It's what's that sound that's popular on TikTok? It's wackadoodle time, you know? It's literally wackadoodle time right now, guys. So we are in the green right now for the week. Let's hope we remain there. Again, we're up 2% for Ethereum. Now, let's talk about Litecoin on the daily right now. Let's talk about Litecoin. Litecoin has been having a few days of fun here with price action. Guys, like I said, like a Litecoin doesn't really need the market to make its moves. Litecoin was in the green before anything else was, especially last night I was watching it. And now Bitcoin's up 2%. Litecoin is up 5.66% right now. We have some zesty Litecoin happenings. We are trending towards the bottom of our range here of $90. We're at $88.28 Litecoin. Again, up 5.66%. We're printing a green dot on the daily, which could be indicative of maybe a little pump. We did see the VWAP pop through the zero line, which makes sense right here, which is where we're experiencing some green candles. And we are experiencing some nice green money flow. We're seeing a little wave. Exactly, Ken's log. Litecoin doesn't follow anyone. It hasn't been following anyone. If you've been looking at the pump, like pre-FTX recovery for Bitcoin, in December, Litecoin was pumping first before Bitcoin was. And this happened in 2020 as well before the bull run. But, Litecoin did not reach its all-time highs during the last bull run, but no one could say it can't do it this cycle as well. Litecoin has been extremely bullish. People are looking to Litecoin now more than ever. The Litecoin transactions are actually mooning right now because people, again, want something that's cheap, accessible, and of course, the most liquid thing in crypto. So Litecoin, again, is really doing well. It's leading the market as always. or not as always, but most of the time it kind of does. Now we were sideways trading here at this $89 mark for a while, and it seems like that's just a point that we just keep revisiting over and over again, pretty much again since January. We're gonna see if we could touch $90 Litecoin again. It's literally just about $1.50 away, so it's really not far. But I do think Litecoin, if it wants to make some crazy moves, it absolutely can. We know that if it wants to make moves, it could, no problem. We're gonna have to see. Obviously, things just don't happen overnight. Actually, in crypto sometimes they do, but you have to keep calm, hoggle on, be patient. We're looking at the weekly now. Literally between last week, all the price action that Litecoin had, it basically did nothing. Now we are in the green for Litecoin. We're heading towards, again, the bottom of our range here. That was between $90 and $102. We have a tad of red money flow, which surprises me because a lot of people are using Litecoin right now. This surprises me, Market Cipher. What's going on? We do see that maybe the VWAP could pop above. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know why my little arrow went so weird right there. But again, I'm hoping we could see the VWAP pop through, a change in money flow, because it's really not much red money flow, but it's still there. We're seeing not a lot of volume here. We're seeing a decent amount of volume for Litecoin. I want to see more. I want to see more. And I'm surprised, but you really don't see a lot of Litecoin transactions because I think a lot of them actually happen OTC. If you look at whale alerts, there's millions of Litecoin being moved every day. And keep in mind, millions of Litecoin is important because there's only 84 million Litecoins to ever exist. This isn't just like a coin that has billions of tokens. It doesn't. Only 84 million Litecoins ever exist. It's a beautiful thing. Roberto, what's up? Nice to see you. Max Voltage LTC leads the market. It's a market predictor. People feel that may be the case. I mean, I've been saying, Litecoin does make moves before other coins do a lot. Digi is here as well. MetaMask is here. Doyle, what's up? Doyle, I know you said that you were missing the streams. I'm happy that you're here. You guys are some Litecoin supporters in the chat. I like it. And speaking of Litecoin, we could also talk about Doge because these are merge mines. So we got some Doge here as well. Just over 7 cents. It's kind of been lingering here. For the weekly, it didn't really do much last week. But hopefully, let's look at the daily here. We're seeing some green on the daily. All right, that's cool. And some green money flow coming in for Doge as well. I think, again, I don't think Elon's done with Doge. I think, obviously, Floki did get demoted as CEO. We're going to be talking about that in a little while because there is a new CEO of Twitter. MetaMask feels like Litecoin is the most underrated coin. It kind of is really underrated. I talk about it all the time. I'm not afraid to say it. Let's actually get a countdown here on the Litecoin halving. And while I'm doing that, check out that link in the live chat. Follow me and subscribe on Twitter. That would be absolutely awesome. I am putting up exclusive tweets, exclusive news, and exclusive content. So make sure you guys subscribe over there on Twitter. Make sure, again, you guys are also smashing these likes. Let's share out the stream as well. Let's get 100 likes and 100 live viewers. We do have 79 days until the halving for Litecoin. So this is very exciting. Very exciting. I think it's a big thing. I do think it's a big deal. So we're gonna continue on and move on. Sal, get off of YouTube. No, I cannot, my friend. I cannot. I will never. I can't leave my YouTube fam, Sal. I cannot. Exclusive GMs. Yes, exclusive GMs. All right, let's get out of it. Oh wait, Brian, did I apply for what? Arrow, what's up? Nice to see you. All right. Let's get into it. I found this was very interesting. There was breaking news on Friday. PacWest shares were dumping 20% because customers took out 9.5% of the bank's total deposits last week. Literally within 1 week, PacWest lost about 10% of their deposits. Now we could go look at PacWest right now. We could look at the stack. PacWest is somehow up 5% today, but there are multiple halts here with PacWest. Not much price action the last 3 trading days, Thursday and Friday, and now today, Monday. Not too much going on. PacWest is struggling, and you see a lot of bearish volume here because people want to get out of this, dude. This is absolutely ridiculous. If you look at the heights for PacWest for the year, it's just kind of like it's embarrassing, like, to see like these banks failing the way they are. Now you could take a look at the height here and to the bottom of where they are now, and that's 90% loss from the heights of the new year. PacWest is down 90%. That is absolutely insane. Just so you guys know, all these banks are losing their deposits. They're not surviving. It's pretty scary. I just wanted to let you guys know that this is what's going on. And, oh, Ace Database, thank you for the corgi. Thank you for the corgi. I appreciate you. So beautiful, helping me achieve my goals. Let's reset that really quick. I appreciate it. All right, there we go. Thank you, fam. So Western Alliance isn't doing great either. Oh my gosh, Ace Database, thank you. Western Alliance isn't doing great either. They were struggling last week as well. They were crashing and burning. Last week, there was one day where, let me get my little ruler out. There was one day where PacWest went down 57% in one day. It went from $25 a share about to $11 a share. That is volatile. That is extra volatile right there. And somehow they rebounded from that wick low up to right now. And that's 147% on the upside. How is that possible? Ace Database, oh my gosh, thank you. So I don't know how Western Alliance is doing this, because they're losing an insane amount of deposits as well. They're currently $30 a share, up 10% today. I don't know how. But just because the bank stocks are down today, are up today, doesn't mean they won't be down 50% or maybe go to zero tomorrow, as crazy as that sounds. And I know it's not actually too crazy. It's not crazy of me to say these bank stocks could go to zero tomorrow. Because if you look at First Republic, they were injected with $30 billion from the 11 largest banks in the nation. That still wasn't enough. They needed a rescue deal. The stock was halted 9 times in one day. The stock actually went to zero because JP Morgan had to acquire it. So PacWest, Western Alliance, they're seeing a huge downtrend in the amount of deposits. Like we just said, PacWest lost 10% of their deposits in just 1 week, which caused their stock to crash. How the stock is recovering, I have no idea. But because they're recovering, it does not mean they won't continue to fail. There's a study that we saw that came out that concluded 722 banks experienced a 50% loss of their capital this year, and that is continuing to increase. Why would it decrease when people are still having trust issues with the banks? People are saying they don't want their money in the bank. I don't trust the custodian anymore. I have to trust myself. Bitcoin.
Chump change, get wrecked.
Oh gosh, Retro Mike. Chump change, get wrecked. Is Chump change here? Are you like sheeshing on Chump change and he's not even here? Retro Mike. Max Voltage is here as well. There's like a lot of cool people. Thanks for coming. All my miner friends. Actually, miner friends, I want your opinion on the ETH glitch when we talk about that. I want to talk about Twitter's new CEO first, because I just can't wait to talk about that one. So, Twitter has a new CEO. Our poor friend Floki, who was Twitter's CEO, is no longer Twitter's CEO. Elon Musk started to stir the pot over the weekend. Ooh, Ace Database. That's a nice line you put there in the chat. That's a nice line. Check this out. Everyone was so woo when they saw this. Elon tweeted, "Excited to announce I've hired a new CEO for X/Twitter. She will be starting in 6 weeks. My role will transition to be executive chair and CTO, overseeing product, software, and PsyOps." Now, people were debating whether he means chief technology officer or chief troll officer, because Elon does love to troll, and we love when Elon trolls. It's absolutely a good time. I love when he tweets. Now, he did retweet, because people started to speculate. It started to get out of Elon's hands. People were taking away Elon's thunder in announcing and finding out who this new Twitter CEO was. So he then had to make the announcement the next morning and said, "I'm excited to welcome Linda as the new CEO of Twitter. She will primarily focus on business operations while I focus on product design and new technology. Looking forward to working with Linda to transform this platform into X, the everything app." Linda then responds the next day and says, "Thank you, Elon. I've been inspired by your vision to create a brighter future. I'm excited to help bring this vision to Twitter and transform this business together. She then obviously gained quite the amount of followers. I believe I started following her when she had like 20,000 followers, but she said, I see I have some new followers. I'm not as prolific as Elon yet, but I am committed to the future of this platform. Your feedback is vital to that future, and I'm here for all of it. Let's keep the future conversation going and continue to build Twitter 2.0 together. So it seems like Linda here has a nice perspective. Like, she's ready to take over the Twitter.com. She's ready to embrace her role as the Twitter CEO. So I'm interested. If Elon picks her, I have to feel like she has the same ideologies between free speech and allowing people to share their thoughts, and of course expand this platform into X app, where we know that Elon wants to integrate payments, chats. We already saw an update with Twitter with encrypted DMs, and they're not fully encrypted yet, but they're getting there. And it's a step towards privacy, free speech, everything we need to have. Because again, previous to Elon even taking over Twitter, it came out in the Twitter files that Twitter employees were actually able to read all of your DMs. That is absolutely scary. You're having these conversations, maybe they're business related, you think they're private, but they are not. So it's cool that Elon is willing to take the step and take an initiative and say, hey, we all need to have private conversations. We need to have free speech on this platform. And of course, there's going to be more integrations down the line. And Tucker Carlson recently said he's launching his new show over here on Twitter as well. So the move for free speech, video, Twitter is the new news already. Where do all of these news stations get their news? Even if you look at newscasters on TV, they have their computers right in front of them, their iPads. When the camera's behind them and you see their computers, what are they using? Twitter. So all of these news stations are going to end up being on Twitter anyway, because that's where everyone gets their news. And it's easier for people to reach you if you're on Twitter versus something like cable news, where this is, again, the new revolution. It's a digital revolution where we're sharing our thoughts through the internet, and now we're transacting our value through things like blockchain, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and who knows, maybe even Doge, which is actually becoming a more feasible way to pay for things, especially because Bitcoin fees are through the roof. And again, Doge is not comparable to other meme coins because it's actually decentralized. I don't know. I've been listening to all these Twitter spaces. I've been listening to a lot of things where people are just debating, like, meme coin this, meme coin that. I don't think Doge is comparable to a lot of meme coins because it's actually proof of work. It's decentralized. Where things, again, on Ethereum are not decentralized because, again, like, they're less decentralized, you could say, because, again, it's an ERC20 token. If something happens to Ethereum, then obviously your meme coins are going to get affected as well, which leads me into Ethereum glitching over the weekend. Sam 2020, thank you for the hearts. I appreciate you, and the rose. ETH broke again. Please take a look. And actually, Retro Mike is in the chat. And Chump Change. All of my mining friends. I don't even think Joe is here, which is so messed up. Because I want all of your opinions on it. ETH broke again over the weekend. And I want to know if you guys consider this as ETH being down, or is this just a glitch? Because what happened was ETH failed to finalize transactions twice over the weekend. This is a thread I found that was the better way to explain it, way better than I could. Bankless put this out, so shouts to Bankless HQ. So Ethereum broke again. I want to put this the first one in the chat. So wait, hold on. Let me find the first time it went down. Okay. Yeah. So let's just go through the thread the way it is. Oh, Retro Mike, you became a member for 2 months and you said Joe doesn't love me anymore. Oh, dang. That's a burn, Mike. That's such a burn. Such a burn. Whatever. But thank you for becoming a member for 2 more months, I guess. Cry, tear. Don't forget max voltage. The chain didn't break, though, just a delay in arriving at consensus. So you don't consider this to be, like, down. So you just consider this, like, what? A glitch, maybe? Or it just, I don't know, because that does scare me. Like, it didn't finalize transactions twice. So I feel like that, especially if there's millions of transactions going on, is that a concern for you guys? You guys are validators, miners, so I just want your perspective. Oh, what's up, Hector? Good morning to you over in LA. So Ethereum was down again for the second time in 24 hours. The beacon chain failed to finalize. What is going on? They said yesterday they were dealing with round 1 of beacon chain finalization issues. Despite the fact, the scary name, the failure to finalize is not a chain halt. So end users have no idea that it's occurring and transactions continue throughout the event. So again, they stopped finalizing about 30 minutes. They didn't know why, but in general, the chain is designed to be resilient against that, and transactions will continue as usual, and finalization will kick in when the problem is solved. So it breaks it down. What is finalization? Finality is a fundamental property of blockchains, and once a block finalizes a 15-minute process on Ethereum, transactions in that block, all previous block, become permanent, immutable, and guaranteed forever. So the beacon chain, again, failed to finalize within the same 24 hours. It said, while yesterday's episode, the day before, lasted on the 11th, lasted 25 minutes, the one on May 12th, 3 days ago, went on for over an hour. So, again, it was the second time in 24 hours. They said the root cause for finalization failures remain unclear, but early chatter is pointing to a potential client error. Despite some client teams releasing patches after yesterday's events, it appears that the problem has yet to be solved. They said they didn't know why the beacon chain is failing to finalize, but they do anticipate future waves of failures. So what does this mean for the future of Ethereum? Again, Ethereum's throwing a tantrum, my friends. So this is a little worrisome for me. I'm a little nervous because, again, I've always been nervous about ETH being able to scale because already the gas fees are crazy. People are looking to do crazy amounts of transactions. Mass adoption wants to happen. But can it happen if these finalization issues keep happening? What if they just don't finalize for hours and hours? How would Ethereum end up catching up to that? I just don't know. Oh, Ken's Log, you became a member for 4 more months. 4 months of awesome news. Thanks, MTC. Oh, you're amazing, dude. You're amazing. I appreciate you, Ken's Log.
Zest appreciation. Thanks for everything, Zesty1. Stack relentlessly.
I appreciate you, Ken's Log. Thank you for the $10 super chat. You are so awesome, dude. Like, you are so awesome. Thank you for becoming a member for literally 4 more months and the $10 super chat. You're zesty. You're top-notch zesty, dude. So I want to read the chat as well. And please, if you guys are members, then you better be dropping these member emojis for Ken's Log and Mike right now. You better. Share the love. Share the love. So Max Voltage said it's interesting that ETH devs complained about that there wasn't enough adoption of more clients and their clients failed are the less. Yeah, I just don't get it. Like this is something that I thought like ETH should be able to handle. Isn't it supposedly built for all this stuff, right? Anonymous, constant changes on ETH sucks. Yeah, I feel the same. Retro Mike, iterative development. People need to realize that most of these changes are still pretty immature from a life cycle standpoint. There would be more concern if there was a halt with no. Okay, so what you would be concerned about is if ETH didn't catch up. But what if there's, again, millions of transactions happening here and it goes down for even 25 minutes? Those are potentially millions of transactions that it's missing. How could it catch up later? Like, would this continue to pile up? And Max is also saying that this glitch was predictable. How could you predict this? 3 Diglett says ETH is like 1 million years old. But it's like, this is all really new technology. I totally understand where you guys are coming from. I just want to know, like, is there a way to like prevent this, not have it happen again? And did this happen because it's move of proof of stake? Like, because it went from proof of work to proof of stake. Can you guys answer that as well? Because you guys are much more into that as well. Do you think this was because of the proof of stake move? And if Ethereum was proof of work, would the failure of transactions happen? Meninja, what's up? Kevin, okay. Vinny, what's up? All right. Oh, you guys are awesome. You're awesomer, Ken's Log. You're awesomer. Yes, there was a glitch in the matrix. Okay, well, I'm going to give you guys time to answer this question as well. I did see Richard Guitar fashion collection. All right. we're gonna keep going. Max Voltage said yes, do the proof of stake technically, but it's predictable with any fork in the chain. Okay, so I was just asking if proof of stake makes it more susceptible to the finalization of transactions just not going through, or if proof of work. Okay, so Chump Change said it's less likely if it was still proof of work. My question answered. Okay, yeah, because I think proof of stake maybe because it's more centralized. There's less I guess people involved. I'm just not sure, but you guys answered my question. I really do think that Ethereum's proof of stake maybe led to this, and that's scary. That is scary, my friends. And I hope that Ethereum is able to not have this problem again, and we can fix it somehow because it needs to be able to scale. Period. And it has to be able to handle the traffic that it's going through now. So, if you do remember, we're gonna keep on the Ethereum train. Meme coins there's still volume coming into meme coins. I'm not gonna mislead you there. And Coinbase had to issue an apology because they said Pepe the Frog was actually a hate symbol of some sort. Now, they had to apologize, and CNBC actually covered Coinbase's apology, which I thought was so
funny.
Two
fintech names going in two different directions today. Robinhood jumping more than 6% after its earnings last night. Meanwhile, Coinbase dropping more than 3.6%. The hashtag
Oh, come on.
Coinbase trending today amid backlash over the company after its earnings last night. Meanwhile, Coinbase dropping more than 3.6%. The hashtag delete Coinbase trending today.
Oy.
Backlash over the company referring to Pepe the Frog as a hate symbol. Dan, you said last week that you'd buy.
I'm so dead. So they said they referred to Pepe the Frog as a hate symbol, but they did not say why they referred to it. And so they didn't bring up Pepe coin exactly, but they did bring up Pepe the Frog. So there you go. There was a whole thing delete Coinbase, and Coinbase apologized. So maybe, just maybe, there will be a listing in the future. There has been a lot of interesting things going on in the United States. Oh, Chris, thank you for the turkey. I appreciate it. There has been a lot of interesting things going on in the United States. People rising up saying we want Bitcoin. Other people, mainly people in power, say we don't want Bitcoin. We want the digital dollar. We want a central bank digital currency. We say no. Others say yes. Who is a part of the no movement? We got Ron DeSantis over the weekend. We do know in March, he said he started a movement to establish the movement to establish a central bank digital currency is an attempt to surveil and control the finances of Americans. It would violate privacy, limit consumer choice, and undermine market competitiveness. CBDCs have no place in Florida, and we are proud to lead the fight against it. This was in March. Big Brother's digital dollar, and Florida's bill prohibits the use of federally sanctioned CBDC as money within Florida's Uniform Commercial Code and bans CBDCs issued by a foreign government, reserves, and central banks, including China's digital yuan. It was official 3 days ago, on May 12th, that the legislation, Ron DeSantis, he signed it, makes Florida the first state in the nation to protect individuals from government surveillance and their personal finances through a CBDC. You could scroll up, and he said that Florida is standing firm in protecting our consumers against the efforts to impose a central bank digital currency, which would shift purchasing power from consumers to the government. Florida is siding with individual consumers. And there it is, legislation signed. Ron DeSantis, Big Brother digital dollar. He looks pretty happy. He's like, woo woo. Everyone else is like, woo, Ron, woo. And there we go. Anti-CBDC. Let's get after it. Killing it, Ron. So there we go. I want to just say thank you to Chris. You gave me some pumpkin pie, chili, cotton shells. That's awesome. And the turkey, you gave me a raccoon. Ooh, I like the raccoon. Thank you. I appreciate it. Terry, you said you love your governor. That's awesome. All right. Thank you guys for joining, by the way, over there on the TikToks. I appreciate it. Oh, Jimmy W, what's up? The cool kid is in town. He's like, anyone seen Gary? He fell out of my pocket and I misplaced him. I've been missing Gary a little bit. Little Gary Gensler in the chat. I miss him. I wish Gary would come back. Joe Harvey, what's up? So there we go, friends. Ron DeSantis standing firm with anti-CBDC laws. Now, Texas is actually moving to ban CBDCs in the state as well. Now, here's the new news with Texas. Let's go, Texas. Texas lawmakers vote to include the use of digital currencies in state's Bill of Rights. Get this, guys, this is craziness. Texas lawmakers on Wednesday voted overwhelmingly in favor of an update to the state's Bill of Rights to include the right of the people to own, hold, and use digital currencies. Introduced by the state representative Giovanni, Bill HJR 146 states that the right of people to own, hold, and use a mutually agreed upon medium of exchange, including cash, coin, bullion, digital currency, or script, when trading and contracting for goods and services shall not be infringed. No government shall prohibit or encumber the ownership or holding of any form or any amount of money or other currency, reads the document, which received 139 votes in favor and only 2 against it. The Texas Bill of Rights is similar to the U.S. Bill of Rights in that it protects the fundamental freedoms of speech, religion, and the press. And it also includes provisions that are specific to Texas, such as the right to a speedy trial and right to keep and bear arms for self-defense. If passed and signed, the latest update would also give the people of Texas the right to use crypto, such as Bitcoin. Tom Glass, the founder of the Texas Constitutional Enforcement Group, said that there's one more vote in the House on HJR 146 and then on to the Senate and vote of the people. Other commenters noted that this is a far superior approach to combating central bank digital currencies, and instead of banning, the bill just makes them worthless. There was elaboration on the bill saying that the objective is to write, own, hold, and use digital currencies of the Texas Bill of Rights, and it's to make, in the case of a federal judiciary, to invoke the 9th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which says that there are other natural rights besides those in the first 8 amendments. And this is a constitutional enforcement group that added the use of cash substitute is essential for protecting financial privacy. They say an unstable dollar, get this, guys, an unstable dollar can destroy the wealth that Texans have spent a lifetime producing. Texas cannot allow global financial elites to force Texans to use and pay for their services, leaving all of their financial eggs in one basket, subject to devaluation and confiscation. Confiscation, because they know Bitcoin is something that can't be taken away from you. How beautiful is that? Absolute alpha from Texas. This is alpha energy. For sure. This is crazy. Again, we have 3 more likes until 100. Let's make sure we smash these likes. Let's share this stream out. Again, the fight for CBDCs is here. Ron DeSantis fighting, signing documents to enforce a ban on what he calls the Big Brother's digital dollar. He said he wants to stand firm in protecting consumers against the efforts to impose a central bank digital currency, and that would shift purchasing power from consumers to the government. It is complete surveillance. It is complete control. Again, CBDCs in Florida, the bill that he signed prohibits the use of a federally sanctioned CBDC as money, and it bans CBDCs from foreign governments and central banks, which includes the digital yuan, as again, the CBDC could threaten your personal privacy, your economic freedom because of surveillance, innovation, and your access to buy goods that you want to purchase freely. Texas is also promoting a bill called Bill HJR 146 that states that people have the right to own, hold, and use a mutually agreed upon medium of exchange that includes cash, coin, digital currency. And it allows people to use Bitcoin because it says no government shall prohibit the ownership or holding of any form or any amount of money or other currency. They're doing this because they know that this is something that can't be taken from you. They said in Texas that instead of banning CBDCs, the Bill HJR 146 just makes them worthless. Because again, you're able to transact with Bitcoin. You're able to transact with cryptocurrency whenever you want, wherever someone is, anytime, 24/7, 365. You actually get to own your money. No one can take it from you. You are your own bank. And they know that, which is why if they allow people to have the power to use Bitcoin, they allow the people the power to transact when they want using the currency that they choose, it's impossible, near impossible, to be taken control of. Peace. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Now, it doesn't stop people from working on CBDCs. Am I right, my friends? Am I right? Am I right? And unfortunately, I am correct. I don't want to be correct, but I am. Nifty guy. What's up, guys? missteencrypto. Samsung and the Bank of Korea strengthen a CBDC partnership. Samsung Electronics and the Bank of Korea have joined forces to spearhead research and innovation in offline CBDC technology. The partnership seeks to eliminate internet dependency by ushering in a new era of seamless offline payments. Both entities will conduct joint research aimed at catalyzing the development of CBDC ecosystems. Roar. The Memorandum of Understanding was inked on Monday at Samsung's headquarters in south of Seoul. A CBDC insider reported Samsung's foray into the Bank of Korea's CBDC project began in a 2021 pilot program co-managed by blockchain platform GroundX. So again, CBDCs are not new. They've been around since 2020, 2017 in some countries. Since then, the tech giant has reportedly achieved a significant milestone with the successful development of offline CBDC tech, a short-range wireless tech called near-field communication, NFC. So you have NFC chips in your phone. That is what you use to tap and pay. Also for your debit cards as well if you use the fiat system. This allows the devices to both send and receive. They talk to each other directly without an internet connection. And Samsung's phones and tablets include an embedded secure element chipset where these CBDC transactions can be kept safe and secure. So again, they're in your SIM cards. They're in your phone. June 2020, the Bank of Korea established a legal advisory panel to examine potential regulatory challenges associated with the central bank digital currency. They said the outcome of this collaborative research could serve as a virtual compass, and the insights may shape future initiatives. Building on the cooperation's outcomes, Samsung and the Bank of Korea expressed their intent to further explore collaborative opportunities for developing a CBDC ecosystem internationally. So Samsung is just going to help us all out with the central bank digital currencies. And their latest partnership focuses on enhancing security and minimizing threats and offline payments using Samsung Galaxy devices. So thank you, Samsung, for your CBDC help. Woo woo. Woo woo. Samsung K. Thank you for the love. Sorry, I cannot see the items happening here. We had a little bit of a glitch. But it is okay. If that was a subscriber, then thank you for subscribing. Texas wants a gold-backed stablecoin. Yes, that is true. That is true, Leroy. Anubis, yes, you made the live show. What's up? What's up, Flat Smack? He said, what's up, nerds? I love that. Yes, we are nerds and we are embracing it. Make sure you guys are smashing these likes, share the stream out with friends. Let's get after and let's continue to get after the nitty-gritties right here. Speaking of Texas wanted to do a gold-backed digital currency. People are wanting to have a currency that's actually backed by something. We know that the dollar isn't backed by anything. The government said themselves last week that they print money out of thin air. Now, Zimbabwe wants to have their own gold-backed digital currency and is selling millions of them despite the IMF warning. Now, where has the IMF stepped in before? February of 2023, the IMF, which is the International Monetary Fund, warned El Salvador to not accept Bitcoin as legal tender, saying that it has too many vulnerabilities. Well, the IMF was wrong about that because El Salvador, their tourism went up over 90% when using Bitcoin as their legal tender. The country went from one of maybe the most dangerous places to visit to one of the most best places to visit in terms of safety. Bitcoin is changing countries. If you endorse Bitcoin, you endorse cryptocurrency, you will win. And it seems like any innovation is being stopped by, again, the IMF. The International Monetary Fund, they warned El Salvador against the risk involved against using cryptocurrency. Now, Zimbabwe is being warned by the IMF to not use a gold-backed digital currency. The Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe sold 14 billion Zimbabwean dollars worth of gold-backed digital tokens, which is worth around $39 million, despite a warning from the IMF. The Central Bank of Zimbabwe on May 12th announced that it has received 135 applications for a total of 14.07 billion Zimbabwean dollars to buy the gold-backed cryptocurrency. The Zimbabwean dollar is currently trading at 362 Zimbabwe dollars to $1 US, but much higher on the street, which is making the stash nominally worth around 38.9 million. The crypto tokens, first introduced in April, are backed by 139.57 kilograms of gold, with the sale running from May 8th to May 12th. They had a minimum price, of $10 for individuals and $5,000 for corporations or entities. And the vesting period is 180 days, and they could be held in e-gold wallets or e-gold cards. So there is a second round of digital token sales that will be held, and the bank has requested applications to be submitted this week and settled by May 18th, so there are 3 days left. There was a quote from the local media. RBZ Governor Dr. John Mangudia commented, "The issuance of gold-backed digital tokens is meant to expand the value-preserving instruments available in the economy and enhance the visibility of the investment instruments and widen their access and usage by the public." And it follows a caution from the IMF against the African nation's plan for the gold-backed currency, arguing that it should instead liberalize its foreign exchange market, according to a May 9th Bloomberg report. A careful assessment should be conducted to ensure the benefits from this measure outweigh the costs and potential risks, including, for instance, macroeconomic and financial stability risks, and operational risks, government risks, and costs of foregone FX reserves, an IMF spokesperson told Bloomberg. Zimbabwe doesn't care what the IMF says. They don't care. None. Zimbabwe's like, IMF? No. El Salvador's like, IMF? No. They're moving forward in crypto. They're trying to innovate because obviously other countries are not. So if they found a way to have value for their gold, have value for their resources in Zimbabwe, then why shouldn't they put out a gold-backed digital currency? If people want to buy it, they buy it. It's a way to escape inflation. It's a way to have a different investment. People want a coin backed by something. Bitcoin, it's already backed by something. It's backed by code. It's backed by the people. It's finite supply at 21 million Bitcoin. People in Zimbabwe feel as though they want a gold-backed digital currency, then go for it. But at least they're innovating. At least they're using cryptocurrency, and they're using it to store value, which is what this is all about, is storing your value, being in control of your value. And you're able to hold your Zimbabwean gold currency in an e-gold wallet or an e-gold card, which I think is pretty interesting as well, because they are, again, adopting cryptocurrency and digital property. Shout out to Zimbabwe, making moves, bro, making moves. Flat smack, I'm dead. You guys are like doing the "It Rains Down in Africa" song. I like that song. It honestly like puts me in a, it's like, woo, like it has a nice little jingle. It has a nice little jingle. We're going to keep going. There is the G7 finance ministers. They're discussing crypto regulation ahead of the Japan summit. You know, these people are a little bearish. There are central bank governors announced that they had discussed crypto asset supervision ahead of the G7 summit. And the Japanese prime minister is going to host this year, has said that G7 leaders are set to state their joint support for tougher crypto rules. We know this is coming. We know they want to crack down on crypto, but it's not going to stop other people in other countries from innovating. So there you go. Now, there was a stablecoin bill proposed here in the United States. And now there's been a little bit of movement on there. There's been a little bit of movement there. There we go. Again, House Democrats consider new stablecoin bill proposal, and they want their own version of a long-anticipated stablecoin bill, and with the proposal, a successor to a version spearheaded by Maxine Waters and Patrick McHenry, comes weeks after Waters said lawmakers need to start from scratch on legislation. But Republicans on the House Financial Services Committee has moved ahead on a new draft of a stablecoin bill in recent weeks, but it was greeted with frustration from Democrats. So it was like everyone's fighting with each other, and there is a bill to address stablecoins and its tokens tied to a steady asset such as the dollar that are widely used in crypto markets for trading in and out of volatile coins. It's that document that committee's leaders are now pulling in different directions. So Republicans are discussing something, Democrats don't agree. It's the same thing over and over again. But the new Democrat version of the bill has greater focus on consumer protection and would not allow for non-bank stablecoin issuers to tap Federal Reserve programs. So again, they want everything to be centralized, blah, 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 Bitcoin. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Forget about all this. Forget about it all. Bitcoin. Now, unfortunately, poor Library, but this isn't that bad for Library. You know, Library got sued by the SEC. They're like, oh, security, Library. Poor Library. All they're doing is just using it as a utility token. Shame. But the SEC is actually looking to slash their $22 million fine to $111K. The SEC wants to revise a $22 million penalty set on crypto startup Library to $111,614, according to documents from Friday. The regulator cited Library's lack of funds and near defunct status as reasons for withdrawing the previous request for the fine. In March last year, the SEC sued Library on allegations that the sale of its native token, LBC, violated federal securities laws. In November, a New Hampshire judge ruled that the startup violated securities laws by failing to register with the SEC. Jeremy Kaufman, Library's founder, previously said this case could impact the wider crypto industry. The SEC's request to remedy the penalty also argued Library should be enjoined, at least until it carries out its plans to dissolve the company and burn LBC tokens. The company previously argued that the $22 million penalty was unwarranted, comparing to the sum to the regulator's $5 million settlement in its case against Kik over $100 million unregistered token sale. So again, they're just trying to crack down on poor Library, because what was Library? A free speech YouTube. A free speech YouTube. And of course, they want to crack down on that. So poor Library. But I do hope that Library can survive and they could keep going, because I am a fan of them, man. I am a fan of Library. They might be doing it to save face, Max. Yeah, that's possible as well. Hi, Andrew Cameron from Canada. How are you, my friend? How are you? I think I said hi to everyone, but if I didn't, then say hello. Let me know. Well, there's some people that come in like with weird questions sometimes. Like, I look and I'm like, oh, that's a question that somebody asked. Now, Kraken is trying to put the SEC in a bind here, which I think we're starting to get spicy with the regulators. Starting to get some spice out there. Kraken's top lawyer signs of progress in the U.S. Congress put SEC in a legal bind. While the U.S. SEC continues to rain enforcement fire on the crypto industry, Kraken's chief legal officer, Marco Santori, says a specific legal doctrine can undermine the regulator's authority. The so-called major doctrines in question, a questions doctrine, a point of U.S. administrative law that suggests federal agencies should not step in front of Congress to engage on points of major economic significance. And it has been cited by Coinbase in its preemptive defense of a pending SEC action, and Santori thinks it's especially relevant as lawmakers start to work on crypto oversight. What's up, Tom Crown, over there on TikTok? The fact that Congress is taking this up, and you have representatives on both sides of the aisle, two committees having a historic joint hearing on it, these are all indicators that there is in fact a major question. A court might look at what Congress is doing and say that the agency is getting ahead of its mandate from Congress, that this is a major question that ought to be decided by Congress. The top lawyer for Kraken, which itself has settled a major SEC accusation that its U.S. staking services amounted to unregistered securities, said that the SEC and its sister agency, the CFTC, will have to bear in mind that the doctrine based in the U.S. Supreme Court rulings. The agency has to decide for themselves whether this is a major question, he said. So I think soon we're going to see some answers by the SEC on what a security is, what a commodity is, because they're getting pressured by Coinbase, and hopefully what Kraken is doing, pushing them in a little bit of a corner, helps us get an answer. We need answers, guys. We need answers. We're going to stay on the exchange train. We were just talking about Kraken. Let's talk about Binance. Because of basically the same thing in the US, where the US is pushing out innovation, so is Canada, which is forcing Binance to leave. Binance briefly sheds $8 billion in market cap after Bitcoin, after Binance quits Canada. Again, I don't know if this is directly related. They're trying to relate it, but we're going to keep going with the story. Binance, the world's largest crypto trading platform, has had enough in Canada. They cited on Twitter that they are ceasing their services. Quote, unfortunately, today we are announcing that Binance will be joining other prominent crypto businesses and proactively withdrawing from the Canadian marketplace. And they said, although it's a small market, it held sentimental value for us as the home country for our founder. And we had high hopes for the rest of the Canadian blockchain industry. So unfortunately, Binance had to leave Canada because of regulatory uncertainty. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It's great. Smash these likes. Do Kwon, though. Do Kwon. He is actually set to be released from Montenegro jail because he's getting out on bail. And the Montenegro court actually accepted a $436,000 bail from little Do Kwon. Terraform Labs co-founder Do Kwon is set to be freed from jail pending trial after a court in Montenegro accepted a $436,000 bail, according to a report in the local news site. Kwon was arrested in Montenegro in March and charged with using fake passports to flee the country and all. The court also agreed to release Han on a another $436,000 bond, according to the site, and the prosecution has 3 days to appeal the decision. He's also wanted in South Korea as well. A South Korean court issued an arrest warrant for him. So we're going to have to see what happens there. And in the U.S., the SEC also brought a civil charge against Do Kwon for providing or failing to provide the public with full, fair, and truthful disclosure as required for a host of a crypto asset security. So again, this was $436,000 bail, which is about 400,000 euros. Yeah, it's a euro. So there you go. Do Kwon out on bail. What are you guys saying in the chat? John Foster is here as well. All right. Let me know how Gala V2 turns out. For sure. Let me know how that turns out. Matthew E is for... Yes, I do. I see that. I see that, my friend. Cole, what's up? Pulse Chain Bridge is coming. Yeah, I do hear about it. I did hear about it. At Miss Teen, I missed Joe. No, I didn't. He's not here. I didn't miss anyone. You're lying to me, Mike. You're lying to me. You're fibbing. Rustybot, hi. I don't know if I said hi to you. So Matthew, you think Do Kwon's going to get picked up by another country? That is interesting. Oh, Joe dropped in. Oh, he did. And I didn't see him. Okay, so that's my fault. Okay, my bad. Mike, I take it back. Roberto, am I going to Miami? No, I am not going to Miami. I am okay. So I'm just chilling here, doing my thing. So no. Crypto Kid, hi. Joe stopped in to say hi and then left. That's his love for you. Mike, you make me laugh, dude. Mike, you're actually you're so smart, dude. I was listening to you yesterday and I was like, wow, you really do know a lot. So shouts to you though. How dare you call me a liar? Okay, I thought you were fibbing to me. I took it back. But my ninja's telling me not to take it back. But I do take it back because I fibbed. I fibbed that you were fibbing. So I apologize. KG is in the chat as well. John Foster said, yo, Randy, Emma is still homesick. Give her a quick shout out if you see this. John, I see you, bro. Emma, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing all right. It's okay. Take a deep breath. Everything will be zesty. Everything will be filled with love. John loves you. So stay zesty. Mwah, Emma. Peace to Emma. what Rusty bot? You didn't get a hi, but you didn't get a hey this time either. Hi, Rusty. Hello, Julio. What's up? Oh, Crypto Currings, thank you for giving me the corgi. I love the corgi so much. Nick, you're flying to Miami tomorrow. Have fun, my friend. Yeah, I know I'm not going, but have fun. Listen, if you're in Miami, go outside, touch some sand, touch some ocean, touch some grass, and soak in the Bitcoin, I guess. Julio said, thanks for making this bear market zesty. Aw, you're welcome, fam. Ozzy. Oh gosh. Oh my god. Listen, it is what it is. And I think in the future that events are going to change and they'll be more inclusive. At least that's what I hope so, right? It's data-based. I do think that we do need to have more inclusivity. We need to have a more affordable conference where people are everyday people are able to go. Not everyone's able to pay $1,000 to go to a conference and just get introduced to the space. We need a way. We need conferences where people that are curious about crypto, that are like, all right, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what Bitcoin is. I need to learn about it. They need something that's affordable. They come, they learn. There's stuff for people that are new. There's stuff that are people that are intermediate, maybe some experts, and just have something interactive. Have something that's fun. I agree, Randy. I agree. They need to be better. They need to be better. And I like a lot of the setups that are out there now for events, but I feel it's a lot of the same. It's a lot of the same. And we need to, what I think that they should be more about, instead of just having, it focus just on the people that are already here, expands to the people that aren't here yet, that want to learn, that want to be involved, right? So I do think a lot of it's going to change. I think we're extremely early in that space with crypto conferences. I just think in the future they're going to look really different, and I hope in the future that I'm able to have a conference where I could really just execute upon these ideas that I have in my head, because I do think that there should be a lot more accessibility for people to come and learn. John, she said you're the best. She's sitting here laughing and smiling. Oh, that's awesome. Emma, killing it. John, killing it. You guys are all killing it. We're here in spirits. Yes, we're listen, I think this is a great thing too. Us going live every day, talking about the news. I think that's really important, and I feel like I'm helping, or I'm hoping I'm helping people come into this space and just giving good quality information, being informative, and not really taking a side on anything, and just doing my thing. I'd much rather do that than just try to stick to one thing, and you can only talk about one thing, and you have to go do this. I want, if I'm gonna go to an event, let's make it spicy, bro. Let's make it exciting. Let's make it easy. Let's break down these barriers. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. Listen, Emma's always able to hang out here and hang out with us. Anyone at any age. I don't care if you're 13. I don't care if you're 15. I don't care if you're freaking 90 years old. Come and hang out. Let's all learn about crypto. And the thing is, crypto is for everybody. You don't have to have a certain age to enter crypto. You don't have to be a certain socioeconomic status to get into crypto. You could be broke. You could be rich. It does not matter. This space is for everyone, and it evens out the playing field. Sometimes people just don't understand that you don't need to buy a whole Bitcoin. You don't need to have $1 million. You will need to have $27,000 right now to have a whole Bitcoin. That's not what this is about. This is having money that belongs to you. This is about you being able to convert your fiat to another currency in which you are actually in control of how you spend and where you spend it. That's what we're here for. Fundamentally, we're here to be our own bank. All we're doing is converting our currency. And I think this whole narrative of buying Bitcoin, that's going out the window, because we're not buying anything. We are simply converting one form of value to another form of value. We're converting our dollars for a cryptocurrency. That's all we're doing. We're being our own bank. We're not buying Bitcoin. We're swapping for Bitcoin. This is important. We are a part of a digital revolution. The revolution happens every day, where even in crypto, you're seeing misleading headlines about crypto. That just makes you think what else is out there. We need truth. Bitcoin represents the truth. You look at Bitcoin. All it does is tell you the truth. You look at the blockchain, every single address, every single transaction since the day of the Genesis block is out there. You can go look at it. Bitcoin is truth. Bitcoin is freedom. Transact whenever you want, wherever you are, no matter who you are. Represents self-sovereignty. We have 3 inalienable rights as human beings, per John Locke: life, liberty, and property. We have the right to own Bitcoin. We have the right to tell the truth with our financial system. The blockchain's there. Every single transaction that's ever been conducted with Bitcoin is out there. You can go look at it. Truth, freedom, prosperity. That's it. Nifty guy said MTC is the 4th Powerpuff Girl. I imagine, oh my gosh, I want to be a Powerpuff Girl one day. Go off. Giuseppe, is this the Bitcoin church? Listen, this is just the truth. I'm not telling you anything but the truth. Retro Mike said, right, number 4, the right to troll Joe. You want to troll this guy so bad. I feel so bad for Joe right now. You want me to buy tacos with Bitcoin, Dad Bod Baboon? I mean, listen, maybe I'll have some tacos with Jimmy. We want to go on the choppa with Jimmy. Phobos, that's it. What do you mean that's it? Cole Barnett, liberty and justice for all. Absolutely. Absolutely. Meninja, sugar and spice and earthing nice. Yes. Nifty guy, yes. Life, liberty, and Bitcoin. Yes. Let's get after it. What do Bitcoin maintainers do? Are you talking about miners? Because what miners do, they solve complex algorithms in order to form a block on the blockchain to get rewarded. Whether you're mining, you're running nodes, basically what those people do is that they validate the transactions and they help validate and they help build the blockchain. It basically is what they do. And Bitcoin halving is coming up. Yes, Ace database. Less than a year until the Bitcoin halving. There's controlled inflation. How could I forget to rant about that today? Giuseppe, the Bitcoin Ponzi church. Oh, sheesh. Giuseppe, are you here to start beef? Giuseppe, are you here to say that you think Bitcoin is the P word? Don't say it. Don't do it. Don't say that when you haven't done your own research yet. What's up, Destroyer 1911? Hola to you. Burn, baby, burn. Go off, John. War player, what's up? All right, guys, make sure you guys are smashing these likes. I would love 130 likes before we get zesty. Is Bitcoin king? I think Bitcoin is king. I think Bitcoin will always be number 1 in my eyes. I think Bitcoin will always be a store of value. I think Bitcoin will always be something where people will flock to be able to, again, know that there's only 21 million Bitcoin. Know that this is their digital gold. And that's it. There you go. That's your Bitcoin. I think, of course, people are going to use it as currency. That's what it's for. It's a cryptocurrency as well. You can purchase things with Bitcoin. But as far as I could tell in the future, Bitcoin's going to be a store of value. You're going to have other currencies that act as money and other ones as store of value as well. Giuseppe, oh, you put some laugh emoji. Oh, so you came to mess with us. You came to mess with us, Giuseppe. Okay. All right. Ozzy said, forget Miami, stack them Bitcoins. Yes, stack the Bitcoin, guys. Stack the Bitcoin. I'm always for stacking your Bitcoin. I'm not telling you what to do. Keep calm, hoggle on, my friends. All I know is that this is a revolution, and revolutions aren't easy. Bitcoin is something that no one can control. There's miners all over the world. There's people all over the world that are interacting with this network. It's not just one centralized entity. Right now, we have a controlled environment where only the centralized entities are able to tell their truth. They're able to just move money around without our permission, print money, increase our money supply, devaluing our worth without our permission. Bitcoin, if you join the Bitcoin ecosystem, if you use Bitcoin, you are agreeing upon a consensus of proof of work, that people are putting in work on a computer using energy, solving those complex math algorithms to form a block on the blockchain and create new Bitcoin. You are agreeing to a 4-year halving cycle, where every 4 years, in less than 1 year, we're going to see it again, where the block reward for miners gets cut in half. Inflation that we get to control. We choose truth, where every single transaction that has ever occurred on the blockchain is visible. You have property, where you are actually able to be your own bank. No one can take it from you. No one can take your Bitcoin. You could transact with anyone, anywhere in the world, at any time, 24/7, 365, instantly with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is something that cannot be stopped, and Bitcoin is going to take over the world. If you guys do not see that, you will see it very soon, because why else would there be CBDCs coming out? Why would there be all of these centralized way to control your value? Why is FedNow coming out? Because it is something that cannot be controlled. We are in control. We are taking that power. We are not waiting for a generational wealth shift from the older people down to Gen Z. No, we're not going to wait for a wealth shift that might not even be there to shift. We're going to take our wealth. We are in control of our wealth with Bitcoin, with cryptocurrency. There is nothing ever in the history of the world where we have had the ability to have quote unquote free money, where we are able to be in control of our wealth. Even 90 years ago in the 30s, the 1930s, where you had the government actually coming and taking your gold because they didn't want you to hold your value. Hold your value. Stand your ground. Take your freedom and run with it. Run with it. I gotta run. I'll see you later. Stay zesty. Like, smash the likes, comment after this is over. I'm running. I'm running for freedom.